If you could describe your experience working with ThinkTech in 3 words, what would those be and why?
Ooh, okay, I like this one. First word I would use is present. The reason why I would use that is your team is responsive. So we need something, the emails get answered. We're working on a solution. We have something there. So present would be first. The second word I would use would be real.
There's a lot of, you could tell you guys have a lot of experience with a whole bunch of different clients from different businesses. You're pretty accommodating, I find. And I'm sure you deal with a bunch of, different characters. But I find it's easy to relate, easy to chat, despite us not being in the same business, doing the same things. It's an easy, warm group of people who get it. So that I like. And then I'd also say honest. That's something that's pretty rare in business anyway. I found that to be one of probably the most beneficial things when working with your group was I didn't feel like we were being taken for a little ride or anything. It just felt very honest. Here it is. This is what it looks like. Here's the price. Here's what we can do. Here's what we can't do. It felt genuine. Felt like a genuine professional experience, honestly. And that's not felt all the time, especially in dealing with something so unfamiliar to us.
Thanks. So that's huge, huge. I mean, I can tell you how proud I'm feeling right now about the tea and
You didn't give us
but
the sales dance, right? The sales dance is like one of the biggest things we hate. It's something we experience on a really consistent basis, honestly, when dealing with any outside contracts. And that was one thing we didn't feel we were getting the sales dance. Of
and a lot
course,
of companies, yeah, I think there's a lot of culture about nickel and diming, every single thing. Oh, this is extra 30 minutes, extra, an hour. I'm going to charge you more for this. Oh, this is an additional thing, and this is a change order coming up right up. And I think that those practices sometimes go in bad taste in our industry, like technology industry usually. I'm sure that's one thing I think you may have appreciated as well.
yeah. The biggest thing is just the narrative change. I mean, we have had other providers look at stuff for us, and it's one thing on the meet and greet day, and then it's something else later. I found everything here was pretty consistent, pretty straightforward, and yeah, it cost money to change things. It cost money to do things, but I think that was clearly established in the beginning what everything would look like, and if something was within reach or not. A pretty good tailored experience for us anyway.
I'll say thank you again, but I'm so glad to hear the feedback. The last question, outside of the business and tech, what keeps you inspired as a leader in such a dynamic and evolving industry?
Making good choices. Making the good choice. It's not always the easiest thing to do. Generally, sometimes doing the right thing is, it's the hardest. It's the hardest thing to do. But kind of continuing to make good choices and kind of picking that righteous path, whatever that is, that keeps me going. It's just kind of seeing where that ends up. If you do where that ends up, if you do, what you're supposed to, apparently supposed to have a good result, I guess we'll see. Probably all past experiences, working for other people, being in a little bit of a hectic workplace and just wanting to be a little bit different, wanting to provide, learning that I don't know anything is honestly what is the most interesting thing, is finding out how much I don't know about anything and kind of going from there. It's pretty incredible. Keeps you humble, learning continuously, and then kind of that keeps me going, is wanting to learn more and more because there's just too much. But it keeps you inspired as a leader. How would you answer this question?
My inspiration is actually the people around me, whether it's my family, whether it's when I wake up, when I see my wife, my kid, and then when I walk into the office, I see all like people around me, and the hope they have from this place, from ThinkTech, people who are working in a team as a team together, their aspirations, their learning, the challenges that make them a tougher individual in their journey for life, right? That keeps me inspired when I see them growing, when I see them learning new technology, solving a new problem for a customer, and the words that I'm hearing today, that we are real, we are genuine and honest people, that keeps me going.
Cool.
That's my inspiration.
That's a pretty good answer. All right. I like that. Great.